Fox News is completely done, in my opinion. But I think that my opinion is echoed by a lot of other people as well. I'm sure you all saw the clip where Neil Cavuto cut off Kayleigh McEnany during the press conference and didn't let her finish either. Because right after that, I think it was like 45 seconds after that clip, she explained and detailed all of the evidence that they had, proving that voter fraud is real. Okay? But here's another theory that I have. I think Fox News is using Tucker Carlson and others like Hannity as well to try to keep its viewership while they transition into a liberal network. At this point, it's almost undeniable because they have fired Judge Jeanine. They have entirely screwed up this election process. They have called races way too early for Biden. And I think that they are completely screwing themselves here. Viewers have left Fox en masse to go to Newsmax, rightfully so, or OANN. And I think that Fox is completely done at this point. A lot of people are still tuning into Fox to watch people like Tucker Carlson and a few others. But I do think that they have entirely screwed themselves because they no longer care about even trying to be objective. Now, everybody always used to call Fox conservative or a conservative network. But to be honest with you, most of what Fox was really objective. See, I never really liked the fact that Fox would try to say, oh, well, we're conservative, generally speaking. When, in fact, like when you have The Five or other segments, a lot of it was that they had some left-wing people, they had some right-wing people, they had some centrist people. Like Fox it's crazy that the more centralist network is considered as conservative. Because all of the rest of them, like CNN, obviously, are completely left-wing. They're not even hiding it. If anything good has come out of the Trump administration, it's the fact that they have entirely shown a spotlight on the media. I mean, it drives them crazy. So at this point, I think that Fox is kind of done pretending. They're done trying to play the we're centrist conservative. I think that all of this comes out of the fact that Biden was selected as the president-elect, even though that's not true. We haven't even gotten to the point in which it's been official, but yet they're still going along with this narrative. So why would Fox be transitioning to a liberal network? I think it kind of echoes the sentiments of people like Mitt Romney, who were the first conservatives to come out and basically concede the entire election over to Biden, like right away. He couldn't have been faster to do it. He might as well have done it on election night, in my opinion. The fact is that at the end of the day, Trump is a person that has rallied a ton of support for the people and has exposed the media. And right now, or at least before, I think Fox was willing to play along with that. They were willing to kind of decently treat Trump in a way. But now that it's looking like those prospects are getting slimmer and slimmer by the day, or at least right now, things are turning around for Trump. So it's really going to make Fox look stupid. But at the time, it looked like, hey, he's pretty much lost this, so let's go ahead and flip. Let's go ahead and do what we've been wanting to do. Oh, there's a lot of people out there that I think have only wanted to profit off of the Trump train, off of the MAGA movement. And now that, or at least after the election time and all of these states were being called way too early, we're the quickest ones to go ahead and condemn Trump. We're the quickest ones to say he lost it. Let's give it up. Let's move on to something else. In other words, I think that Fox News was only using and trying to even remain sort of centrist conservative, only to appease the Trump supporters. But the second that Trump is looking like he's losing, the second it looks like he may be gone, they're going to go right to the where I think that they've wanted to go this entire time. So it's a sad moment, but I also really don't care. They screwed themselves. They shot themselves in the foot. Look, you don't bite the hand that feeds you. At the end of the day, you have to go along with what is true. And Fox has lost that credibility. And the problem is that I don't think it's coming back. See, the thing is that there were a lot of conservatives that liked Fox or liked Tucker Carlson, so they kept, at least tuning in for him or maybe a few others. But the fact is that left-wing people never looked at Fox. They didn't care about Fox. They were going to watch CNN. They were going to be perfectly happy living in their liberal bubble for as long as they wanted to. So the fact is that Fox going left-wing isn't going to bring those people that were on the left wing that were already watching CNN over to their side. It's not going to happen. There's a lot of weird stuff like that that's happening. And I don't think that it's going to bring anything or it's going to benefit them at all. They're only, like I said, they're only biting the hand that feeds them. They're never going to bring in the left-wing audience that CNN has. So alienating your own audience to go against this narrative just because Trump looks like he may be losing is really stupid. I think they're done. And I think that news organizations like Newsmax, OANN, and Daily Wire are the next section of the new media. They're the next step in actually reporting facts. Whether liberals like it or not, it doesn't matter. This is the time in which new media is going to prevail. And I have to say as well that if Biden winds up getting elected, which could happen, that new media, with the Daily Wires, with the Blaze TV, with so many other up-and-coming things like PragerU as well, Fox News is done. All of these organizations that try to act as if they were conservative, they're completely done. It is time that we become the media, that people rise up and become the media. That's a part of what I'm doing here. It's a part of what I'm trying to start as well, is that we can come together and start our own news organizations, our own voice, letting our own voices be heard in this process and not relying on organizations that can be bought and sold at any given point in time. So this is a bit of a rant video, I know, but I just wanted to kind of just throw my feelings and thoughts out there on this. This is the time that we rise up and the people rise up and say our voices deserve to be heard and that we create our own news organizations. That's why I'm uploading these videos to Rumble, for example. YouTube has already shown that they only care about the big news organizations. If you look at any news topic, look at the first results. Not just first results, but pages down. They are entirely just hiding any independent users that are uploading things about the news. And I hope that we can turn away from that. And that's where Rumble comes in, because it allows for us and our voices to be heard and not to be dictated by these stupid algorithms that they choose to change, videos that get demonetized over and over again, and channels that get demonetized. So we'll see where this goes. This whole reason or thing that happened with Fox and all of these other left-wing news organizations is why I'm starting to put up videos and starting to actually dive into the news, starting to do that. And hopefully in time, we as people can rise up and actually start to look at the media that we want to have, be the media that we want to have. We can't continue to complain and do nothing. At some point, something has to be done, and the time is now. And if Biden winds up getting elected, I'm telling you right now, the shift, the parlor is going to get bigger, Rumble's going to get bigger. All of these organizations that have been independent and will remain independent are going to rise up and going to literally take away all the viewers from Fox and the rest of them and all the rest of them that are out there. This is the time, and the time is now. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one.